Hey guys! So, this video is going to be going over Ode to Joy, number 86 in your books, Ode to Joy. And it says it's an essential elements quiz. No, it is not a quiz, but that means it's a little more challenging. It has a bunch of new things that we've been talking about. This one has pinky power, fourth finger A on your D string, so make sure you really know how to do that before we get into the song. This entire song is going to be on your D string. Every single note you play is on D. Nothing is on A. But now, before we start, I want us to talk about Beethoven, Ludwig van Beethoven, who is the composer of this very famous song, Ode to Joy, which you will all recognize once we start playing it. So if you look at that gold box on the top of the screen, it says Beethoven was a German composer. Remember, a composer is someone who writes music. So, Beethoven was a German composer. He was born in 1770 and died in 1827. Do the math, figure out how old he was. And he was one of the world's greatest composers. He was completely deaf by 1802, which meant he couldn't hear anything by 1802. Although he could not hear the music like we do, he could hear it in his mind. The theme of his final symphony, number 9, is called Ode to Joy, and was written to the text of a poem by Friedrich von Schiller. Ode to Joy was featured in concerts celebrating the reunification of Germany in 1990. So, this is a very important, very famous piece of music we're going to learn today. And I'm going to play it with my bow. I'm going to do arco. When you practice it, if you need, practice it pizzicato first. So now I'm going to move this over so that we can see all of the music, because that would be helpful. Okay, cool. So, Ode to Joy. Let's take a look at it before we start. As I told you before, every A you play is going to have a 4 above it. They are all fourth finger A, pinky power, because the notes before and after are on the D string. They are lower than your A. Comes back here, again lower. And then it comes back in the last line. So that's why we have our fourth finger A, so we don't have to cross strings. We just stay on the same string the whole time. So as you can see, this song is 3 lines of music. 1, 2, 3. Starts off pretty simple with just quarter notes and some half notes. Then when we get about halfway through the end of the second line, they throw in some eighth notes. This measure is a little trickier, as is this one, so really focus on those 2 measures with the eighth notes, because they are the trickiest spots in this piece. So now, I am going to play the entire song for you with my bow. Again, play pizzicato first. And then you can try it with me. You can go back, watch this video, try it again. So our time signature is 4-4. That little table means we're starting with a down bow. Remember, this V over here means you're on an up bow. So all important things to look at before we start. So now I am going to play Ode to Joy with my bow. So I'm going to play arco. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was number 86, Ode to Joy. Again, be careful with these eighth notes. Remember, they go twice as fast. Be careful here. You jump from E to A again and then F sharp afterwards. So make sure when you're using your pinky, you're really stretching all the way down so that you are not right next to your third finger, because that is wrong. You need to stretch so that it matches the string next to it. And that's how Ode to Joy goes and Pinky Power. So I hope you are all well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.